Hello, what's up? My name is Maya. Today we're going to be talking about Six of Crows TV show news.
Tiptoe through the window, by the window, that is where I'll be. Come tiptoe through the tulips with me.
It's been 6 months since I've talked about Six of Crows. Obviously, it's the first stages of the TV show, so you're not going to get that much information. It's very slow, it's very behind the scenes, it's very secretive, but I still have a list of things that we can talk about that we know of. This summer, we are going to get casting. I'm sure of it, because there are a lot of signs that they already have casting. I've said it before and I'll say it again, it's the calm before the storm. We're about to get so much information. I'm so excited. So last time we talked, we really knew nothing. I talked to you the day the news dropped, and I was going off of random articles. I was grasping for strings. If you want sort of daily updates as to what's going on casting-wise, there's this great Instagram account that updates you live. I get the majority of my information from this account. One point of contention that we had when we were going into this in January, when we knew nothing, was,
what even is this show?
are we getting multiple seasons? Is it 5 books in one season? So the news that we got from Lee Bardugo, this is what it's kind of going to look like. The first season is going to be Shadow and Bone, the book, plus book 0 of Six of Crows, which means it's going to be new content. It's not going to be what we know. Am I going to consider it canon? No. It's the same thing as like Fantastic Beasts. It's not as canon because it's in the hands of Warner Bros. Even though Lee Bardugo seems to be very involved in this whole process. She seems to be visiting pretty often and like knows what's going on pretty much. But also, I don't think she has that much power, and I think they're going to whack things up. If we were to compare it to other adaptations, I'd say it's going to be sort of the Shadowhunter TV show of the Grishaverse, which I think will make it more exciting as a reader. You know, you kind of know what's gonna happen, but you don't know exactly. I mean, it's going to be kind of disappointing because it's not the story that we know and love. It's taken me a couple months to come to terms with that. I used to be a little bit angry that it wasn't going to be perfect. I wonder if book 0 means that we're just going to get all of their backstories, because Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom is very backstory heavy. Maybe we're going to get Kaz meeting Inej and Kaz putting the gang together. Now, something important is, since it's going to be book 1 and book 0, it seems like they're following the story at least a little bit by chronological order. It's not happening at the same time. So it really begs the question, what's the plot gonna be? In addition to all that, we've been told that Language of Thorns is also going to be a little bit in the TV show, which is really interesting. I feel like this might have been a little bit of a cash grab, assuming they're going to make the Amplifiers tie in and they're going to show some of the lore. The next thing that we were told in that letter was the fact that we were going to get a lot more diversity in this TV show. That's a really good move on their part. Changing Alena, changing the characters of Shadow and Bone, personally, I have no problem with that, because the characters, first of all, don't have that much of a personality, and second of all, like, even if they did have a personality, it's not that good, so I'm not that bothered that they're changing. I'm going to talk a little bit more about specifically who they are changing and to what they're changing in the casting part of this video. Hopefully, maybe they'll add a little more diversity, maybe on the LGBTQ plus side of things, maybe disability side of things, we don't know. Another thing that we were told in the email was the fact that it's going to be an 8-episode series. I am not a big TV show watcher, so I really couldn't give you any insight on what that means. This, though, makes me a little bit nervous, because if this fails, we are not going to get a Six of Crows show. So yeah, we're going to have the characters, but we're not going to get the story. So it's going to be our job to watch it and to enjoy it and to stand it so that we can get a second season, so we can actually get to book 1 of Six of Crows. And we know that they're going to start shooting before the end of the year of 2019, which is crazy. I found a video of me watching Peaky Blinders. I like really didn't have any faith that Six of Crows was gonna get a TV show, and here we are. Honestly, how the world works in beautiful ways. Okay, for casting, we've gotten a lot of information for casting. I went to Lee Bardugo's event, and everyone was like,
Oh my god, how can I audition to be X character?
and she was like, I don't really know, I'll get you guys more information if we're doing open casting. And guess what? They did open casting for Alena. It's closed now, it's been closed for a month, but they were casting Alena, and Turns out Alena is half Shu. And then someone asked, are you guys going to be doing open casting for Inej? And someone who's on the team said, no, we're already in the thick of casting. Lead Bardugo has also said that they've done major developments with casting. I am inclined to believe that they have the majority of the cast already. A lot of people have been asking for my fan cast, and you know what? Last video I was like, I don't have a fan cast, but ever since this dropped, I've been scouring the internet for fan casts when I watch TV shows and movies and things. And I think I came up with a cast. For Kaz, I can only think of Timothée Chalamet. Timothée Chalamet is an amazing actor, so I don't... And he looks like it. The dark hair, the pale skin, I stand. Inej was so hard. There are no Indian actresses that are 18 in Hollywood. So the only person I can think of is Naomi Scott, who plays the girl from Aladdin. I liked Aladdin. I think she did a good job in that. It's definitely not the same character as Inej though, so I don't know. For Nina, oh my god, Nina, I found the perfect cast. The girl who plays in Booksmart. She's freaking fantastic. When I saw Booksmart, I was like, this is Nina. I was blown away by that casting. For Jesper, I had a specific cast for Jesper. Oh yeah! It's Dylan Brooks from The Imaginable Defeat of Mr. and Pete. Hi, editing Maya popping in. For a more like modern and relevant reference to who Skyland Brooks is, he plays Chubbs in The Darkest Minds. He's basically what carried The Darkest Minds for me. If you watched the movie, that's who I'm talking about. Not a lot of people have seen The Inevitable Defeat of Mr. and Pete, which you should. It's fantastic. He's a great actor. A lot of people have been like, oh, it should be that guy who plays in Stranger Things, who's also good. I like Caleb McLaughlin. I think that's his name. And then for Wyland, I mean, there's so many white boy actors that I'm really not worried about that. And for Matthias, I also didn't know who to cast. But again, there's a lot of white boy, blonde, that's not that difficult to cast. If you're an oldie on BookTube, if you're an oldie on the Shadow and Bones news, you'll remember that back in 2013, when Shadow and Bone was sold, this one actor dude like tweeted Lee Bardugo and was like, I'm down to play the Darkling, and everyone flipped their shit because he was kind of a good Darkling. Anyway, I think chances are we're going to get sort of obscure actors that haven't been huge on the scene, and I'm not that nervous because again, look to shows that have been successful in the past. They usually feature some new coming actors and they've done well. Specifically, Netflix does a really good job on casting. I'm looking forward to see who the actors are. It'd be really dope if the actors were well known. Someone in Norway actually saw that they were casting extras, and we've also been told by a bajillion people that they're location scouting everywhere, which I'm led to believe that they're probably going to film in Budapest, somewhere like that. London, possibly, obviously Norway, which makes sense because that's Fjorda. If you live in Norway, you could probably become an extra. Check that out. But yeah, those are all the things we know about this show so far. It doesn't seem like a lot, but like it's all coming together. Thank you so much for watching. Tell me who you fan cast down below. Tell me what you're excited about, how you feeling, how you doing. I'm gonna keep you posted. You best believe that every single time a casting is dropped, I'm gonna make a video. I'm not gonna wait. It's gonna be the #1 thing I'm on to. I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.
Oh, tiptoe from the garden, of the willow tree, and tiptoe.
Speaking of shows, I'm not a big TV show watcher, but I've been watching a series called Chernobyl on HBO now, and it's so freaking good. And there's a podcast that goes with it, and you need to listen to the podcast. I'm playing my Six of Crows playlist. You should follow it because I put a lot of work in that one.